Hi, I am Stefan Ukrainsky and welcome back to Let's Talk Sports. Today we will be covering the Phillies losing in Pittsburgh, this week in sports history, Reading losing in Harrisburg, Noah Cates' re-signing with the Flyers, and lastly I will talk about Keilan Robinson going to the Eagles. Paul Scamm's pitched into the eighth for Pittsburgh before Andrew McCutchen came through with a go-ahead single that inning, helping the Pirates complete a 3-game sweep of the Philadelphia Phillies with a 2-1 win on Sunday. Scamm's lowered his ERA to 1.88 while his record remained at 4-6. The 23-year-old ace gave up 1 unearned run on 2 hits with 7 strikeouts and 1 walk in 7 2/3 innings before getting pulled for Braxton Ashcraft, who got the final 4 outs for his first win in the majors. Christopher Sanchez walked O'Neill Cruz to start the Pirates' half of the 8th. McCutchen then hit a broken bat single to right off Owen Kirkering, and Cruz beat Nick Castellanos' throw home after stumbling around third. Final score, Pirates 2, Phillies 1. Good luck to the Philadelphia Phillies in their next game against the Chicago Cubs on Wednesday. This week in sports history, on June 9, 1898, British Open men's golf at the Prestwick Golf Course. Howie Varden of Jersey wins his second title by 1 stroke from dual champion Willie Park Jr. On June 10, 1974, Philadelphia Phillies slugger Mike Schmidt hits a ball off a public address speaker hanging from the Houston Astrodome roof. On June 11, 1904, Chicago Cubs pitcher Bob Wicker no-hits the New York Giants, finally winning in the 12th on a one-hitter 1-0. June 12th, the 1991 NBA Finals. The Chicago Bulls beat the Los Angeles Lakers 108-101 in Game 5 for the first of 3 straight titles. The MVP, Michael Jordan, makes his first NBA Finals appearance. On June 13, 1890, the U.S. National Championship Women's Tennis at the Philadelphia Cricket Club. Ellen Roosevelt beats defending champion Bertha Townsend 6-2, 6-2. June 14, 1987, at the 41st NBA Championship, the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Boston Celtics 4-2. June 15, 1985, Pinklon Thomas knockouts Mike Weaver in his 8th for heavyweight boxing title. I'll have more sports history fun facts next time. The Reading Fightin Phils fell to the Harrisburg Senators 3-1 in the final game of the series at FNB Field. Joe Narigiano walked, and Caden Wallace followed up by reaching on a fielding error by Aiden Miller. A flyout both runners to advance, and an RBI single from Delio DeShields scored Narigiano to give the Senators a 1-0 lead. Harrisburg extended their lead in the bottom of the 5th as Kevin Maid was hit by a pitch, and Philip Glasser walked. Both advanced from a sacrifice bunt from Seaver King. Carlos De La Cruz came in with a single that scored Maid. Reading was able to keep the runs to 1 as Henry Mendez threw it home in time to tag out Glasser. The Senators ended the inning up 2-0. Keaton Anthony extended his on-base streak to 24 games with a single in the top of the 6th before Reading cut the Senators' lead in half in the top of the 7th inning. Philip Glasser was hit by a pitch, who then stole second and was able to continue to steal third on a throwing error from Andrick Nava, who entered for Josh Bureau earlier in the inning. Joe Narigiano had an RBI single that scored Glasser. The Senators held on to their lead as they got the win on Sunday afternoon. Final score, Harrisburg 3, Reading 1. Good luck to the Reading Fightin Phils in their next game against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats on Wednesday. The Philadelphia Flyers have re-signed forward Noah Cates to a 4-year contract extension with an average annual value of $4 million. Prior to joining the Flyers, Cates played 4 years at University of Minnesota Duluth, where he helped lead the team to an NCAA national championship as a freshman in 2019. He also contributed to a Frozen 4 appearance in 2021 and a Final 8 finish in 2022. Cates totaled 99 points in 139 games played with the Bulldogs and was captain for his junior and senior seasons. As a freshman, he led UMD rookies in points and was named to the National Collegiate Hockey Conference All-Rookie Team, as well as UMD's Rookie of the Year. Cates was also named to the NCHC All-Conference First Team in 2019-20 and the Second Team in 2020-21. Cates was drafted by the Flyers in the 5th round in 2017 and has played 235 career NHL games, all with the Flyers, and has registered 40 goals and 62 assists for 102 points. The 6'2", 194-pound forward made his NHL debut on April 29, 2022 in his home state of Minnesota. He scored his first NHL goal on April 5, 2022 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Good luck with the Philadelphia Flyers, Noah Cates! The Eagles were awarded running back Keilan Robinson off waivers from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Robinson was a 5th-round draft pick in 2024 out of Texas, selected by the Jaguars with the 167th overall pick. He began his college career at Alabama before transferring to Texas in 2021. In 3 seasons with the Longhorns, Robinson thrived as a return specialist, finishing 8th in school history in kickoff return average and 9th with 897 total kickoff return yards. He was an honorable mention All-Big 12 selection by the coaches in 2022. Keilan saw action in the Jaguars' final 6 games of the season, returning 2 kickoff attempts. Welcome to the Philadelphia Eagles, Keilan Robinson. That is a wrap. You can check me out on my podcast at Stefan Sports Radio or through the podcast app or this YouTube channel. And you can listen to me on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock on 1360 WNJC and streaming online at super1360WNJC.com. Thank you for watching and see you next time on Let's Talk Sports.